us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B. Here on Mind Ed.
Sa'yo sumisilo kapag ang puso ko'y pagod.
And hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Radyo Karin. Welcome to Mind Ed. Your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits. My name is Pat. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. This is B. I am still a letter.
Yes, and we are joined again today in the studio by our lovely and handsome producer, Justin. Hi, Just. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Tagal nating wala. Na live.
Na live. Oo. Yeah.
1 month? More?
More.
A little bit more.
A little bit
Yeah,
more.
sad.
Kasi we went off air na.
Yeah, we were supposed to have this huge Christmas episode, but wala off air. Joke lang. Okay lang.
So, ginawa namin siya off air. Alone.
Alone by ourselves. We meditated a bit on our lonesomes.
Wow.
Ewan ko, sabaw. Hi! Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Di kasi I think, umpisa ng taon. Kasi ako admitted meron pa ako nung holiday hangover.
I can feel it.
Diba? Na ganyan. Pero na Happy New Year ako sa work. Biglang sabi ko, bakit ganito yung schedule ko ng first week? Parang mga 12 hours ang mga meeting. Why?
Oh, wow.
Ganun.
Wow.
Oh, I won't show you my calendar kasi
Wow.
baka hindi na naman tayo makamove on dun sa kalendaryo
That is
ko.
a lot.
But it's parang, I think it's a good sign na rin na, eventful. I thought eventful yung 2019 ko. Kasi
Okay.
if you were to, what do you call this, summarize your 2019.
Yeah.
Diba? O magano na rin tayo. I'd say yung sa akin, eventful.
Okay.
And then, enter 2020. First week, super eventful na niya. So, I think, good sign siya. Everything's moving forward.
Okay.
There's movement in
That's
our
cool.
lives.
Okay.
Ganon.
Okay. So that's one of the things that I wanted for us to do kind of in our supposed last episode was kind of just to look back, not just at the year, but I guess the decade, diba? Parang yun yung one big things about moving from 2019 to 2020. It's a brand new decade. Although I don't really subscribe to that kasi I feel like every day is a brand new decade.
Yes.
Diba? We're moving on from one. Parang it's just a 10-year period that keeps moving. But anyway, whatever. Fair enough.
Kung decade, hindi ko ata magagawa yun.
Yeah.
Medyo matagal yun eh. Oo.
Yeah.
Parang research ko na lang siguro yung mga photos ko tsaka email.
Pwede.
Labo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diba? Yun
So meron
meron
akong mga key questions mamaya.
Mamaya na.
Mamaya na.
Mamaya
Pero
na.
just siguro kamustahan muna. But I just wanna, it's a huge grand kamustahan
Right.
of how your holidays went. Not just your past week, but your holidays. So tell us about what the Orenciana holidays look like.
Okay lang. Dami
Wow.
sinabi, di ba?
Alright.
Eventful daw eh.
Eventful pero okay lang.
No, we went to, we went to my cousins, the 24th, bale. So, dati kasi, nung buhay pa si mama, my grandparents namin sa mother side, lagi kami dun sa bahay nila. But then, parang nung nawala si mama, parang hindi na, kumbaga the Christmas Eve, hindi na siya celebrated with all of the families coming together.
Okay.
So parang kami, 24 lunch hanggang siguro mga merienda, ganyan. And then, Christmas Eve, kami na lang talaga sa bahay.
As in, like mom, dad, siblings.
Mom, dad, siblings.
Okay.
Yun na lang siya talaga. Mas intimate lang siya.
Okay.
And then the following day, like dad side na lang. Parang ganun. Pero yun talaga, as in, yun yung mas malaki.
Okay.
So, yun na siya.
So,
yeah, I'd say it was pretty, actually relaxed ako nung holidays. Hindi ako masyadong lumabas. Sorry, friends. Hindi ako masyadong lumabas.
kaya mo no?
Oo. Parang nagkaroon ako ng matinding me time.
Aha.
And, Yeah. Sobrang chill niya.
Mhm.
Sobrang chill niya. Ang saya lang.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what? Oh, so that was Christmas. What were the New Year's like?
Ganun din. Continuation lang siya ng chill.
Okay.
Siyempre, pagka New Year's Eve, nagtatago talaga ako kasi yung usok and whatnot, yung smoke,
Okay.
yung ingay, yung ganyan. Yeah, so parang dati.
So indoors ka lang.
Indoors.
Okay.
Actually, buong pamilya indoors. Ganyan.
Okay.
Tapos,
But that's nice. It's a peaceful celebration, I guess.
Parang staycation kami. Diyan nangyari.
Aha.
And yeah, okay rin siya. Siyempre parang, okay. Maganda dito. I'm not sure if my mom is watching, pero hi mom.
Okay.
Meron kaming ginawa nung New Year's Eve. Para as a family, isa-isa kami na parang ano yung parang goals or plans or dreams mo entering into the new year or the new decade. And then parang ang ending is that we acknowledge it, we maybe help each other achieve that kung kaya, and we pray about it. Parang ganon. So parang ano siya, matinding catch up with prayer na ganun yan. Kasi hindi namin kami masyadong nakikita sa house dahil dun sa mga schedule. Pero ito talaga, para kami nag-realignment meeting. Yung mga ganun lang. Short terms or...
So it's a nice kind of spiritual celebration of the... Wow.
Kasi nung malapit na siguro nag-start kami ng mga 11 something PM. Yun, bago talaga mag-12. So,
Okay.
yun siya. So, yun. And then even before the medianoche, even before that, so nag-ano muna kami. Parang usap lang talaga.
Okay.
Ayan, time
So
to
you
talk.
started off the new year with a spiritual bang.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Parang
Wala akong
ganun.
maisip na yun.
Tsaka parang like, ano yung goals mas for our family, ganyan. O, ganun. Anong pang may mga plans ba tayo as a family? Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good date. Just namin beses din nila, I took my mom and dad out, nag-date kami.
Yeah.
Yan.
So nice and meaningful. I gather. That's pretty good.
Yeah, super, very sobrang personal stuff na rin.
What's the best Christmas gift you got? Wag yung cheesy na intangible stuff. Yung mga ano talaga yung nakuha mo.
Sheesh, wait. Saya nilang lahat eh. Ano nga ulit yung talog?
Best gift that you received na hindi cheesy. As in yung actual stuff na nakuha mo.
Ano ba? Wala akong maisip eh. Pwede ba gift to myself?
Sige, pwede. Gift to yourself. What did you give yourself
Actually, wala rin
over
akong
the
gift to myself.
Christmas
I just
holidays?
gave myself time.
Time.
No.
Cheesy intangible stuff.
You should ano siya? Ano ba? Okay, gifts of a family. Kasi yung siya mababaw siya. Pero I think it would symbolize intangible stuff. Ganun.
Okay.
Yung meron kasi kami TV sa baba na hindi na namin kinakabitan ng cable or anything. Kasi wala
Okay.
naman nanonood ng cable sa amin,
Totoo.
di ba?
Totoo.
Ganyan. So, I bought this dongle. Kasi hirap
it,
naman kasi.
It's a C.
No, it's not a C. It's an
Not-
A.
The A.
Oo.
So si
Dalawang brand.
si Hey A.
Blank
Oo.
Fire or something. Ganyan.
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
ganyan. So,
Okay.
para, it's this dongle na ikakabit mo dun sa HDMI slot ng TV mo and then it'll just connect it to the internet so that it can stream or it can cast streaming apps. Explanation yan.
Sana lang pwede natin sabihin.
Yan,
Pero
basta
okay.
ganun.
Okay.
So, yun. So, we got that.
So nag-bonding time kayo
Doon.
while watching stuff.
Ganun. Tapos dinala namin siya dun sa kung saan kami nag-stay.
Okay.
Tapos yay, internet. Ganun.
Okay.
Saya. Ganun.
Good job, internet. And good job, you.
And then, it would also na parang, alam mo yun, kasi since we can watch it naman sa
Yeah.
mga device. Kasi but with that one, nasa living room lang kasi yung TV
Oh,
na
tsaka
yun.
naka-share. Yeah.
Naka-boost siya. Naka-boost
Yeah.
talaga. Yun, nandun lang siya. So, parang it's like kunyari, nag-bench kami ng dad ko ng series. Yung parang
Anong
ganun,
series?
diba?
Bawal din.
Bawal din ba? Ganun. Wag na lang. O fair na lang later.
Okay,
Ganyan.
okay.
Natapos namin yung 5 seasons of
this specific
this specific
series. Sa bawat.
ano siya, madami. And wala lang. Tsaka madali na rin yung mga tipong, have you seen this, blah, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah, blah. Ay, maganda to, gano'n. Tapos parang, saya lang.
So, see, even tech things can like bring families together. That's
Can be
cool.
intangible and cheesy.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's good.
Yeah, I guess isa yun sa mga masasayang stuff that I got. What else? Yeah, I guess yun yung pinaka-favorite ko.
Yun yung
That's yung
favorite mo.
pinaka-favorite
So yung
ko.
that's something that you gave for your family
Me and
to
my
enjoy.
family.
That's awesome. That's
Yep.
awesome. You're awesome. That's cool.
Oh, we are all awesome.
Yes, we are.
Ito na naman tayo. Wait, kanina pa ako dumadaldal dito. Ikaw naman. Ano nangyari? Kamusta naman ang first Christmas mo married?
As a married, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I was parang one of the, hindi naman tampo, pero one of the things that I was looking forward to sana over the holidays was a really restful holiday. And it didn't happen. Like, kasi parang I figured, or I was trying to kind of like put it together, and I was thinking about it, and I thought, after reviewing the whole holidays, I feel like I slept a lot less over the holidays than I did over the past month. Parang on average, yung hours of sleep ko over the holidays were much less than the
Talaga?
non-holidays. Kasi,
Ano yan?
it's nobody's fault really. It's because of what I wanted to do, or what Chai and I wanted to do. So nagsimbang gabi kami. So which necessitated us to wake up at, well, luckily enough, the simbang gabi sa Greenbelt was at 5. So gumigising kami mga 4:50 ganyan. Tapos we'll walk, and then from there, diretso na ako ng bus. So minsan nakakatulog kami mga almost 12 na ganyan. So tulog namin less than 5 hours. Tapos syempre sustained yun over until Christmas, Christmas Day. We're the type of family kasi to really stay up and open gifts once we get home, even if it's like at 1 o'clock in the morning na ganyan. So yun din. Tapos may breakfast. So okay. So sobrang hindi man chaotic, basta sobrang jam-packed lang nung holiday schedule ko. So for example, my side alone, my side of the family alone, what we have as in terms of a gathering or in terms of like events is that we have like picture taking, like Christmas picture taking at my mom's house prior to leaving for Noche Buena, which is either in Pasig or in San Juan, where we hear mass. And then we stay there until siguro mga 12:30 just para paabutin ng Christmas. Tapos uwi kami at my mom's house again to open gifts.
Yes.
And then there's Christmas breakfast at my mom's house.
Okay.
There's, because my parents are separated, either it's lunch or merienda with my dad. And then there is my mom and her siblings, like Christmas gathering at my lola's place. So, 24 to whole of 25, jam-packed. Side ko pa lang yun. Eh, syempre, ayoko naman i-monopolize yung Christmas, diba? So, kawawa naman si Chai. So, I had to skip out on a few things, and then we also had like a family reunion with Chai's side of the family in Tagaytay. So, straight from merienda with my dad. Dumiretso kami in Tagaytay. And nag-overnight kami sa Tagaytay. So, hanggang 26. Eh, kasi clingy yung side ng lola ko. Gusto nila mag-reunion, like small Christmas reunion for their side. So kahit 26 ng lunch meron din. So parang okay.
Diretso?
Diretso.
Okay.
So yung respite ko lang noon was like 26 ng dinner-ish. Tapos 27, wala. Tapos 28, death anniversary kasi ng lolo ko. So we had another like thing for the 28th. 29th, another rest day. And then 30th, all the way to the 1st. Celebrate parang pre-New Year or New Year's Eve like celebration with Chai's family naman. So parang out of all of that, I can count only pretty much. Kasi I was working from the 8th. I was working until the 20th then.
Okay.
So 21st, 22nd, lang yung weekend ko. But
Okay.
even so, I had service, so para sobrang
Meron
jam-packed.
pa rin nangyayari. Oo.
And in betweens also, we were hosting people, we were hosting friends over at our place.
Oo.
So daming luto, nakakapagod. I mean, it was meaningful, it was nice, it was eventful. Sobrang nakakapagod lang.
Oh, well.
So, but in between, or in you know, in the small spaces in between, Chai and I we were able to watch. Sorry, ilalaglag ko na talaga. We were able to watch Two Popes.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really nice.
Oo.
Really, really great.
Isa pa yun eh. Bigat din nun eh.
Mabigat siya.
Oo.
Oo.
Maganda. Dami
Oo.
kong-
Naiyak ako.
Dami
May isang part na naiyak ako doon. Pero kailangan nyo panoorin para malaman nyo kung saan. Or guess. Guess which part I cried at. Ano pa ba? Favorite thing that I gave
Yeah.
to myself. No, or favorite thing that I got for me. Shucks, ang hirap pala. Alam mo, parati kong tinatanong to. Sa hirap pala sagutin.
Mahirap siya
Shucks.
sagutin.
Time. Na joke lang.
Kopyahan. Okay.
No, I got myself new running shoes because I figured this is the year for me to really get back into that. So that's something else that I kind of wanna segue into,
Okay.
pero much later.
Okay.
Okay.
Later in the year?
Later in this discussion.
The hour, okay.
Later on in the hour. Okay. Ikaw naman, Jess. Kasi
Bigyan ka namin ng
birthday mo din nun eh. So,
Oo.
how eventful was your holiday season?
I was busy renovating.
You were busy renovating what? What?
Wow.
Your house. Okay. Were you hosting people over?
Jobs and stuff. Yeah.
By yourself? You were painting the house by yourself?
With my sister. She
Okay.
She arrived kasi like a month before.
Okay. Where does your sister live?
She's based in abroad kasi.
Okay, so your sister arrived from abroad to help you paint the house. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much ano lang.
Okay.
It's actually her.
It's
I was
okay.
doing driver duties.
Okay, so you were helping out and all of that stuff. But that's cool. Okay, so siguro naman napag-isipan mo nung pinag-usapan namin. What's your favorite Christmas gift?
Tignan mo, sabi
Time
sa'yo
din
eh.
daw.
Time.
Okay. Time and rest. Okay. Buti na
watch
lang.
companies. Oo.
I actually like parang dieted myself from parties.
Okay. Okay.
It's too loud.
Okay.
I needed a break from them.
Uh-huh.
And also, yun din, even in social media.
Okay, so taking a break from parties, taking a break from social media. Okay, that's really good.
Full diet.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, sarap. I wish I had your vacation.
I attended a few parties now.
Okay. For posterity, ganyan. Okay. Fair enough. Over the course of my holidays, there was this. So we hosted some mentors or some older couple friends, and they had this really interesting question.
Okay.
Given nga na, turn of the decade. Ang tanong nila was if there's one thing, like a statement that you can tell yourself, the you from 10 years ago, with, like, if it's a piece of advice or if it's just something to tide them over or whatever, basta just something that you can tell your 10-year ago self,
Okay.
what would it be? So yung sagot nung isa, ano siya, parang all is well. So in sort of like a consoling kind of comforting way that, I think at that point in time this person was going through a hard time, and parang looking back at that time now 10 years ago or 10 years from that point that everything has really turned around and has changed. So yun yung sa kanya, all is well. Ako naman, so na ako na para mapag-isipan nyo din. Kasi mahirap din yung tanong.
Mahirap
Gets ko
din yung
naman.
tanong.
Ang sagot ko sa kanya, or ang sagot ko sa tanong, ang sasabihin ko sa 10-year ago self ko, medyo harsh eh. Sabi ko sa 10 years, there should be a better term for this. 10-year younger self. Okay.
Ganun din yun eh.
Whatever. Ang sabi ko sa kanya, shut up. Parang, but what that means for me kasi is it's me telling my younger self na learn to listen. So yun yung nicer way of saying it, I guess. It's like, listen up or listen more, because it's parang, in my way of thinking, it's a sign of things to come for this person.
Yeah.
That your job and your ministry and everything that follows all the way on from that point onward, which was what? I was in 4th year high school. Has a lot to do with listening, whether it's listening for the voice of God or listening to people rather than talking.
Okay.
So talk less, listen
Okay.
more. So yun yung sa akin.
Okay.
Okay. Sa'yo naman.
So akin, brace yourself.
Brace yourself. Foreboding Bakit naman?
Kasi, okay, looking back, at my, 10 year ago.
10 year younger self.
Yun, 10 year younger self. And then yung mga years after that, baga, I'd say na yun yung time na medyo nagigets ko na kung ano yung mga pwede kong gawin, kaya kong gawin, kaya ko pang gawin, pwede ko pang gawin. And then, yun na, I think, sabihin na natin, 12 to 14 years ago, yun yung mga medyo warming up.
Okay.
Yun. Pag yung 10 years ago na, yun na yung talagang sobrang medyo, alam mo, parang siyang springboard na nag-launch siya bigla. Tapos parang yun, tapos from there, ano na siya, parang everything was just moving and moving and moving and moving and moving.
Okay.
So for me, it's like, yes, brace yourself. And manage your energies, I think. Yeah.
Brace yourself.
Brace
manage
yourself.
your energy.
Manage your energies. And kailangan 3 no? Para masaya. Ay, hindi, inumpisa mo ng 2, okay na pala
Hindi,
yun.
okay lang. Kasi I figure yours is like, it's not like a negative or it's not a bad kind of bracing yourself. It's a bracing yourself because there is more.
There is a lot more.
There's a lot
there's
more.
a lot more. I mean, and then manage your energies, I guess. Kasi I'd figure na during that time, sobrang parang energizer bunny na. Oops. Gaya, saya-saya. Social butterfly.
Okay. Buti ka pa. Ako, ever since, totoo, ganun din ako before.
Social butterfly. Tapos parang baliktad nga kasi parang ngayon ako nagkahanap ng cocoon. Yun. Ganun
Okay.
siya. So I guess yun.
Yeah, 10 years ago, where were you?
Chescom.
Already? Okay. No
Chescom.
judgment.
Nasa na ako.
Joke lang.
You see this? You want this whale to fly?
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. Ayun.
Okay.
Chescom.
Okay.
Na. Pero yun nga, yung time na nangyayari yun sa Chescom, yun na rin kasi yung time, nasisabi ko na rin, yun yung time na medyo nagta-transition ako from publications. Parang, actually transition Parang taking in more, I guess.
Okay.
Na parang, okay, kaya ko to.
Okay.
Kaya ko yan, ganyan. Yung radio. Doon nag-start yung radio. Tapos doon na rin nag-start yung, I guess, pumick up na rin yung mga ilang events, ganyan. So parang mas naging eventful siya. And I think yun na rin yung time na I think yun na rin yung time na tinap ako if I could start teaching. Pero hindi pa pwede, hindi pa kaya. Kailangan ko pa ng 2 to 3 years pa ata after that Ganun.
Okay. That's cool.
So marami actually.
Changes.
Marami-raming nangyari. Not really changes Kasi yung iba na hindi.
Expansion.
Something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. And then I think yun na rin yung time na spiritually, yun yung time na naghahanap ako ng siguro some spiritual growth din.
Okay.
Parang ano pa yung pwede kong gawin para mas maging fruitful fruitful naman ang aking spiritual life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so-
Okay. Ikaw naman, Just. Same question. We should really give him a mic. Is this working?
Yeah.
Kahit off cam ka. So, question is, and listeners, please, this is serious homework. Kayo din, sagutin nyo. Where were you 10 years ago and what would you tell yourself, the you from 10 years ago, about the next 10 years that has come for you and is to come for this person? So, ikaw, Just.
Okay. So what I'll tell to my 10-year-old.
Teka, nasaan ka muna?
Nasaan nga ba ako?
Yeah.
I'm working in a private company in UP. They're located in
Okay.
yeah. I think I'll tell him, you'll do well.
Okay. That's nice.
So hopeful.
And siguro with a pat on the shoulder.
Okay. Backstory naman, bakit naman you'll do well with a pat on the shoulder?
Kasi parang I was, at that time, I thought that I had a career in a certain field, which was totally different from
What you're doing now.
what I'm doing now,
Okay.
and what I actually finished.
Mhm.
And during that time, I wasn't yet done with my studies kasi I haven't gotten my diploma.
Okay.
Pero actually, the backstory of that is I just stopped
Okay.
leaving just what requirements for graduation.
Okay.
So then, and then parang yun. Sabi ko nga parang I should have done it earlier, but I think there was a purpose for it. Na I had to really continue on with doing career work because I felt there was a need for it.
Okay.
Pero yun, eventually naman when I finished it, parang sabi ko it was a relief that at least I did it before or I did it after na kasi nga
Yeah.
at least I was able to understand better myself and
Yeah.
what I wanted.
Wow.
Pero after that, siguro yun nga, things were like steadily like showing to me hey, you're not parang this is actually not really the one that you should be eyeing for. Kaya after that, there has been a whole of my career.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
fast track to the later years of the decade. Doon ko na yun parang
Nag-pick up.
nag-pick up na.
That's great. Okay.
It's more of already finding what you want and finding your passion.
Okay. So you'll do well.
Yes.
And you've done well. So, yun yung ibig sabihin na.
Yes.
Yeah.
And doing well.
And are doing well.
Will do well more.
And will do.
Sarap. Okay.
Oo, hindi yun na. Will do well. O future tense naman tayo.
Oo. Sige.
Next 10 years, next decade.
Ano yung gusto mong marinig from your 10-year from now self? Or ano gusto mong sabihin mo
Gusto mong sabihin, I guess.
to your 10-year from now
Hindi,
self?
siguro to yourself to face the next 10 years. Where
Okay.
you
So ano
want
yung
your
parang
life.
mantra mo?
Something like
Ganon?
that.
Or
oo.
ano yung power statement mo for the next 10 years?
Gusto mo ba yun? Or mas gusto mo yung yung...
I have no preference.
Yes.
I'm a therapist. Yes.
Nakakainis. LOL.
Hindi, ikaw? Anong trip mo?
Any na lang.
Hindi, sige, okay. Ano yung power state? You choose na lang.
Power.
Doesn't
Sige,
matter.
ganun na
Parang you can answer either that other question or that what do you want your 10-year from now self to tell you about the next 10 years. So, it's up to you. Ikaw muna.
Sige.
Ikaw nag-isip ng tanong eh.
Actually, si Justin nagsimula. Ganun eh. Oh no, ang hirap niya.
Ba't mo tinanong? Na-joke.
Nandun lang kasi tayo eh.
Okay.
Syempre, di ba?
Yeah,
Yeah, naman
tama,
mag-dead
tama.
air tayo.
Tama.
Wala ba tayong commercial? Naghanap na commercial. No,
I already said I'll do
You'll do well.
You'll do
Okay.
well eh.
You'll do better.
Sumagot na siya, nakakainis.
Oh, yan. Wala. Ninakaano niya eh.
Pwede ba kumopya? You'll do great. Ganun.
Hindi, sige ako. Sagot ako.
Alam ko na.
Sige, ikaw muna.
Good job. Congratulations.
Okay. That's what you'd like to hear from your 10-year from now. So, okay. Ako, and I think kasi this has been my theme, I guess, for the past 2-3 years, and I think that's what's gonna happen, or that's what it's going to be like for the next 10 years also, unless other things change. But in general, it's surrender. Not surrender like give up surrender, but surrender like in a spiritual, like theistic sense, surrender to Him. Na parang at the end of the day, parang to me kasi what surrender means, hindi yung parang, you know, ipabahala mo na sa iba. Pero it's like, do everything that you can, everything that you have the power to do. But at the end of the day, He's in control. So, siya bahala. Kung gawin mo yung gusto mo, pero iba yung gusto niya, siya pa rin bahala.
Gets.
So, yun yung surrender ko.
Meron pa ako isang naisip.
Game.
There's more.
Okay. Sige.
Hindi na contento.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. One of the things that Chai and I did, and what Chai's family does as a family, and we've just taken it on as a couple na din, is we do this. We have a vision board, or we have like a visioning kind of like activity, and we kind of think about what we want at the very least for the next year. And parang for me, I realized that my priorities really have shifted since getting married.
Yeah.
And there are certain things that I but I just consequently compromised because of the shift, because of the transition. But those are things that I'd like to be able to have again.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the next question, you know, before we go into ways to be kind to yourself. Pero
Okay.
it's what are essentially the question is, what's your New Year's resolution? Like, what do you resolve to do? Kasi yun naman talaga yung resolution. Hindi siya parang like, it's not just a goal, but what do you resolve to do? What do you resolve to change for the next year at the very least? What are you resolving to commit to better yourself for this year? Wag muna, ako na muna. Or
Wala
may sagot ka na. Wala, perfect ka
Hindi
na.
yun yung ano. hindi naman. Hindi naman sa ganun. Walang ano. Oo. Ano naman? Ano tawag dito? Wala, because I think I don't need the New Year time like jumpstart myself
Sure,
into
yeah.
something
That's true.
na you're committed to do. Ganyan. Na parang for me, if I will be committed to do, kunyari, some change in myself, ganyan. It's not because it's New Year,
Yeah.
but because I'm ready to do it.
Okay.
And because I'm capable of doing it already. And yung, kumbaga parang, tatimingan ko na yung sarili ko to do it. Ganyan. Or kapag nandiyan yung situation. But not really na parang January, start na talaga. Ganyan.
Okay.
So, I vote no. I vote none. Ganun.
Okay. In the spirit of, yun nga, there's something that okay, so disregard that it's part of that it's a New Year tradition thing. But what is it that you feel like you are ready for, notwithstanding that it's a new year na, that you're ready to commit yourself to
Wala pa rin.
as a next step?
Can I just pin that for next week?
Sige, okay lang.
Sige, pin
Okay.
natin yan for
Sige.
next week.
Okay,
Sure.
Ako naman, like I realized kasi, so I've really devoted myself to my mental wellness or my psychological well-being, that I kind of lost track of my physical well-being. Parang I was reviewing. So, okay, after I had come back from Japan, I refused, like, adamantly avoided seeing a weighing scale
Okay.
because I was afraid.
Oh,
So eventually, parang there came a time na parang I was confronted with it na parang nandyan eh. So parang okay, well, here goes nothing. And I guess so this is like hard truth time for me. In June of 2017, which was like the post midpoint of my studies, I was at, sabihin natin, let's say, truth time also, I was at 65 kilograms. My fittest ever as a working adult.
Okay.
Parang kasi that was my weight when I was in college, ganyan. So, and then it's been 2.5 years since that point. And I've realized after having weighed myself, I had gained 20 pounds, 10 kilograms more. Yeah, in that time frame. And I figured the last or the half of that 10 kilograms or half of that 20 pounds that was gained in the past 4 months.
Okay.
That's crazy for me at the very least. So what I resolved to do now is really to commit myself to back into into that pattern of really taking care of myself. So that's why I bought new running shoes kasi parang part of it is I like the shoes, but the other part of it is
Okay.
parang I have less of an excuse or more of a reason to go out kasi parang hindi mo masayang or kind of deal. But at the same time also parang hey, do this. Just do it. Which is not an indication of what brand my shoes are because they're not that brand. Okay, but seriously.
Okay.
So yun. So in the past couple of weeks, I really made an effort and a commitment to like go out, go for a run, even if it means only going for a 20-minute run. Really going to the gym and really taking time off na parang I'm tired having come from work but say go lang.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my push at the very least. Okay, so yung sa'yo, pin mo for next
Ipin
week.
ko for next
Si Joss, gusto mo din ba ipin for next week din? Okay.
Para may topic tayo next week.
Oo, pwede. Sige, fair enough. Okay.
Pwede natin, sige. Sige, oo.
Oo,
Sige nga.
next week na lang.
Oo,
Okay,
next week
fair
na lang.
enough.
Dun sa
Okay.
segment na yun. But yeah, okay. Sige, so the remaining
20.
20 ba?
15, 20.
15
Yeah.
minutes, yeah. So, meron ditong 8 ways to be kinder to yourself in 2020. So, it's lifted from the New York Times. Ewan ko, nung dinadaanan ko kasi siya, parang for me, it's all, tawag dito, theoretical, I guess, ganyan. Pero wala yung actual
Okay.
talaga. Didaanan mo ba siya? Ish. Gusto mo
Yeah.
ba siya daanan isa-isa?
Sige.
Okay.
Ako na ba?
Siguro pwedeng daanan natin siya kunyari 1 and then kung ikaw sa sarili mo ano yung actual talaga na gagawin
Okay.
to achieve
Sige.
this way to be kinder to yourself in 2020.
Okay.
Game challenge.
Sige, game.
Challenge. Okay.
So the first one is take more time for yourself. So again, guys, for the people who are just listening in or who kind of got lost in that segue, this is 8 ways to be kinder to yourself in 2020 or 8 ways to foster kindness for yourself in this new year or in this new season of whatever.
Yep.
Okay? So take more time for yourself. So this literally means, or at least how it's explained in the New York Times, is choosing to spend time alone. Okay, so that means time for just you talaga. So it says here kasi choosing time alone to spend time alone can benefit social relationships, improve creativity and confidence, and help regulate emotions that you can better deal with adverse situations. Okay, so it's not about always solitude, but making the time to really just find time to be with you.
Right.
Okay, so B, ikaw. Ano yung actionable action step dyan?
Sa akin, I guess bibigyan ko ng alarm clock yung sarili ko to rest. Iwanan kasi ang kumakain lang naman admittedly, kumakain talaga ng oras ko is work.
Okay.
Ganyan. So, maybe part of my calendar, my schedule, kailan ako, parang consciously talaga find time to rest.
So, magpa-block off ka ng stuff sa calendar mo.
Na ganun talaga. Kasi you've seen my calendar,
I
right?
have. I'm scared to look at it right now.
Ganun
Okay.
siya. So, I guess siguro kahit an hour or two, na iba-block mo lang siya
Okay.
to rest. And
Okay.
I mean really rest. Hindi yung rest pero nakababad ka sa social media or
Okay.
nanonood ka ng whatever, ganyan. It's just really be still. Ganun siya. At least that's my, yun na yung time for myself ko. Yun.
Okay. For me, time for myself means, and this connects to the next thing, but time for myself means just taking time to either meditate or introspect, and not meditate through like a guided meditation thing, but just really just kind of like sit with myself and examine, self-examination
Examine.
in an ignition kind of way.
Examine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just time for yourself means what?
Exercise.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sleep.
Okay. Sabi mo din kasi kanina diet eh. So, okay. Cool. Okay, great. So the next thing naman was take time to do nothing at all.
Oo. Sinabi ko rin kanina. Tinuhog ko na.
Okay.
Yun na yung time for myself.
So
is to do
literal nothing at all.
Nothing at all talaga. Kasi I remember kasi before, like my younger self, marami rin akong moments na kinikrave ko yung doing nothing at all. Na parang gano'n. Kaya parang yun, medyo pero at random yun. Ito kasi gusto ko naka-schedule na rin siya. Para, ayun, alam mo yun, may structure pa din.
Okay.
Ok lang.
Okay.
Pero, yun na yun.
Okay. Just doing nothing at all. What's the actionable, like, what does that mean for you? Does that mean like also setting time at the start of the day? Or paano ba siya sa'yo?
No, I guess one day that you really just have to spend for sleeping.
Pwede, no? Oo, especially if you're the type of person who has like really, really packed schedules and you sleep less on some days.
Or read.
Reading? Yeah, pwede.
Enriching your knowledge.
The write-up kasi, or the copy here it says, running from place to place and laboring over long to-do lists have increasingly become ways to communicate status. I'm so busy because I'm just so important, the thinking goes. And yeah, it helps reduce burnout, I guess, anxiety, stress, and just doing nothing. Okay. Third thing, this is fun. How about you read this, B?
Okay. Hindi ko na anuhin to. Sociologist Mark, Granovetter calls these low-stakes relationship weak ties. Kasi ang ano niya is cultivate more casual, low-stakes friendships, right?
Okay.
So not only can these connections affect our job prospects, they also can have a positive impact on our well-being by helping us feel more connected to other social groups.
Yeah.
Other studies have shown weak ties can offer recommendations for services and empower us to be more empathetic. We're likely to feel less lonely too, according to research. Okay. There's a 2014 study that states that more weak ties a person has. Ang example niya dito like neighbors, barista at a neighborhood coffee shop, or fellow members in a spin class, or siguro gym or whatever, the happier they feel. Maintaining this network of acquaintances also contributes to one's sense of belonging to a community.
Yeah. I can attest to that. so for example, I live in this new condo, and one of the things that Chai and I did as we moved into that place was we familiarized ourselves with the guards and some of the maintenance staff. And we're not necessarily close and intimately, familiar with these people, but we know their names. We call them by their first names, even if their reference to themselves are by their last names. And it just breeds this sense of like connectedness. Yeah. Parang napapansin ko, they know, parang kilala na nila kami. Na pag umaalis kami, they always greet us good morning, we always greet them back. Pag dumadating kami, same thing. And for me, like from an experiential or anecdotal standpoint, it does make me feel good.
Right.
Like just like that small boost na parang, hey, I know this guy.
Right.
And I kind of do that also in some of the restaurants that we frequent. We have this go-to guy na parang, oy, musta kayo? Ganyan.
Yes.
Ikaw, what's your action step here?
Kasi ako, my line of, my routine is that I have yung mga favorite stops na lang, ng coffee shop. And I think itong more casual and, the casual and low stakes friendship is that yung mga barista at saka yung mga waitress na nandun nag-work dun sa coffee shops.
Yeah.
And restaurants. I'm not saying na parang it's something new to me, pero it's something that I started doing na rin naman, especially whenever I work outside. Yun.
Okay.
So I guess continue lang.
Yeah,
ganyan.
sustain.
And I think na-feel din nila na hindi lang siya na parang, hi, how are you? Diba usually kapag nasa hi, how are you? Sabi mo lang, okay lang, ganyan. Pwede rin kasing, I wanna start doing naman na, ikaw, kumusta ka? Ganon. Diba? Kasi sometimes, how was your day? Ganyan. Galing ka ng work. Sometimes they initiate small talk like that. Pero I don't think I have ever asked them na parang, ikaw, kamusta ka?
Okay.
Ganon. Yeah. So, yeah.
Cool. Just?
Tahimik siya.
Okay.
Yeah, I just remembered that kasi when back in the US, of course, when they're really parang it's already in their culture that
Small talk.
small talk with random people. So siguro for during that week that I don't have my car, parang I was like commuting. Kasi naalala ko lang that I parang felt the urge to do some small talks with people that I ride with. Like, for example, I rode, what do you call that? The UV Express.
Okay.
So, syempre, di ba pag sa UV Express, parang magkakatapatang ka. So, there was this like, I think it's a young mother with a 4-year-old kid na babae. Wala lang, I just like, associated with her na.
Okay.
Kasi laki niya yung pamangkin ko. And then, eventually, I found out that she actually, we go to the same church. So, yung ganon. And, yeah, pretty much it was a good conversation from the terminal all the way to where I was
wow.
to go down.
Kala ko apparently she listens to our radio show also.
Hope so. Pero yun, yung ganun feeling that at least you get to connect with some random people.
Yeah.
Dispels you of the energy of feeling so low and
Yeah. Okay. The next thing is learn to enjoy things when they're good. Nako, ano yan? Mindfulness yan. Or mindfulness of the present. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do this. I like it when things are good. And I actually say, oh, things are so good right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Action step? Meron pa ba?
Meron akong action
Go.
step dyan journal.
Okay. Okay.
Isusulat mo siya. Something like, or, kasi when you write it, parang siyang, self-discipline na rin, I guess, sasabihin mo sa sarili mo. It's different kasi kapag isusulat mo siya. I mean, for me, parang nakaka-OC, parang, wala pa akong entry for the day.
Okay.
So, kasi you kind of like seek goodness or kindness or things that would that you're grateful for kung ano yung nangyari ng araw na yun. So I guess that's one way to be like that.
Yeah. May naisip din ako.
To be like that.
May naisip din ako. Like taking pictures. I don't take pictures. And I realized na parang I don't know, for some reason I found myself like scrolling through some of my old photos.
Okay.
And like seeing some of those old photos that I took reminded me na parang, oh, that was such a fun time. Like I was especially reminiscing about my time in Australia. I had this friend kasi who came back from Australia to be here over the holidays, and kasama niya yung kids niya.
Okay.
And I was thinking back, I had some pictures of me playing with his kids.
Right.
Or nung time yun, son pa nga lang. So I was playing with his son. I was parang, shucks, that was such a fun time. Yeah. Okay. Ikaw, Jus.
Ako just spending additional time to savor the moment.
Pwede.
So like, if you're, for example, if you're eating something good, parang add a few seconds lang to,
Lasap
eat it better.
Langhap, sarap. I just...
Amuin mo.
Savor the moment. Namnamin.
Namnamin. That's the right.
Sarap. Okay. Ito, I'm worried about this next one.
Ito, lean into your guilty pleasures. Ano ba ang guilty pleasure mo?
Wala eh. Video games.
Okay.
I guess. But I only ever really play video games now, and I might debate this, but only ever in moderation.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I'm wary about.
Okay.
Wary about kasi yun nga dapat they're guilty pleasures for a reason, but of course, learn to enjoy them as well, but again, only in moderation and only when it doesn't get in the way of you doing the stuff that you need to do.
Okay. Okay.
What are your guilty pleasures?
The series.
What?
The shows.
The shows. Okay.
Ganyan.
Okay.
That's super. May calendar din ako for that.
Okay.
Did I show
That's
you
good.
that? Mamaya.
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa. May calendar din ako for that. Kasi
Sige.
yun ang aking guilty pleasure eh. Pero somehow, okay, kaya siya guilty pleasure for me. Kasi, admittedly, may mga times talaga na hindi ko napapansin yung oras. Kasi, pag kunyari late na ng gabi, since nocturnal naman ako, hindi ko naman napapansin na parang, ay, madaling araw na.
Oh my God. That's
Parang ganun. Tapos may
contributing
energy
to
pa
your
ako. Meron ba ako,
lack of sleep.
Kaya I guess, kaya ka, wary about it.
Yeah.
Yan. But, pero for me, paano mo ba sasabihin yun? Okay, gagawin mo siya in moderation.
okay. Yes.
So, I think I have to set an alarm.
Yes. Or like a
That as
quota.
well.
Diba? Parang it's already 11 o'clock and your show is like 20 minutes long. Maybe you can only watch 1 or 2 episodes.
Akala ko, 10 episodes a day.
No. And maybe that can be part of your like time for yourself also. Diba? Like you can use that time for yourself to enjoy your guilty pleasure.
Yes.
Ikaw, Just, guilty pleasure.
Obvious pa.
Hindi. Okay.
It's obvious. It's food.
Okay.
Pero,
Namin.
siguro, yun lang. Same thing. It's just in moderation lang. Kasi, I mean, it's already your guilty pleasure, obviously. And, if you eat too much, of course, something bad might happen and stuff like that. So, yun. Kaya, always in moderation.
That's cool.
Pero yun din, kanina sinabi ko nga, you have to savor the
Yeah.
moment that you're, pero, baka yun kasi nakakadagdag din kasi yun sa, dun sa,
Right.
Nakakatakam din.
oo.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Pigilan mo rin yung sarili mo.
Oo. Ayan. What's next, B?
Okay. Learn to accept a compliment, even if it's from yourself.
Ooh.
Mahirap sa akin.
Mahirap siya sa'yo,
Mahirap
Josh.
sa'yo.
Lean in ka.
Okay.
Yes, mahirap sa akin yan.
Oo.
Parang, hindi ako sanay kasi na nakakarinig masyado ng
Yeah.
compliment
Yeah.
people. And I always reply na, hindi naman. Lagi,
Yeah. Okay. Gets.
Okay.
Ang sagot dyan, sabi nga si Sister Bubbles yung yan. Kasi minsan ganyan na rin. Hindi naman, ganyan. Kaya, sabi niya, ang sagot dyan, thank you.
Oo. I think it's I don't know. it might be a cultural thing, like a Filipino thing, to turn down
Compliment.
compliments because we think that compliments reflect a sense of pride, like yabang pride, not pride as in proud pride.
Right?
And I think a lot of Americans are really good at this. Yung parang, thank you. And ako parang I've learned to kind of just take it na lang.
Yeah.
So, tinuturuan namin yung mga worship leaders and or band madalas na when somebody compliments you and you don't want it or hindi mo kayang i-take, mag-thank you ka pa rin pero sabihin mo, si God yun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I kind of like try to take them away from that and really just to take it na parang, or ako, I like it. My favorite response now to compliments is, yeah, thanks. I really worked hard for it.
Right.
Yan. Kasi totoo naman pinaghirapan ko naman. Or pag hindi mo pinaghirapan, madali lang
Yeah.
Pero yun, mayabang yun
Gets. Okay, I think my version of that is parang taking it in, receiving it, pero meron akong kasi na I owe it to him.
Okay.
Parang okay. It's me, but I owe it to him.
Yeah.
Yan. Okay. Next.
Okay. Next one is embrace the unexpected joy of repeat experiences. Huh? Okay. Sorry. Doing something once may engender an inflated sense that one has now seen it, leaving people naive to the missed nuances remaining to enjoy. When an experience has many layers of information to unveil, it's probably a good bet to repeat it. Okay. So parang
It's like when you're watching like a new movie and then you
pwede. Parang ganyan. I think that's what it means. Kind parang close yourself off to doing something again. Because there are certain things that you'll appreciate or notice after having watched something or done something the second time. So kaya always two-piece chicken joy.
Okay. Ito na naman tayo. Bumalik na naman tayo sa chicken na yan. Here we go again.
Sorry. Okay, lastly, go B, go.
Okay, turn your regrets into self-improvement.
Okay.
Well, yeah, kasi parang stepping stone nga siya, diba? Pero if I were to, tawag dito, create a parang actual steps about this one, maybe write down the regret din, kahit mentally lang.
Okay.
And then find a way to bend it, if not turn it around, or how can you use this, or something like what now, and then maybe you don't really have to let go of that regret, but use it as a stepping stone to do it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, pero depende rin kasi yun sa regret. Okay. Diba?
Okay. Sige. So just to recap, the 8 things, and just because we've run out of time, the 8 things is take more time for yourself, take time to do nothing, cultivate more casual, low-stakes friendships, learn to enjoy things when they're good, lean into your guilty pleasures in moderation, learn to accept a compliment even if it's from you, embrace the unexpected joy of repeat experiences, and turn your regrets into self-improvement. So that's 8 ways to be kinder to yourself in this new season.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we wrap?
Ganito ako bumati ngayon ng Happy New Year. It's like we have a hopeful New Year.
Hopeful.
A hopeful 2020.
Okay. Cool.
Kung ano man yan. That's what you're hoping for, desires for yourself, for others, for ganyan. But yeah, that's I think that my prayer for us this coming year or decade is that we won't lose that hope.
Okay. Cool. So that's us. That's coming from us at Minded. Have a hopeful new year, guys. It's nice to see you again, B. It's nice to see you again, Jess. I'll see you again next week.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sure.
Okay, this has been Minded, your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits. My name is Pat.
And this is B.
See you guys next week.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B. Here on Mind Ed.
Sa'yo